Hello, everybody. It's Marialda here once again, and welcome back to Jibril. Yes, we got a figure of Jibril, and it's a figure unboxing, and Jibril is the hint. We have another one. So this one in front of us is the 1/7 scale figure of Jibril from Fat Company, and yeah, she looks pretty good. Way back when I watched No Game No Life, I said if they ever made a Jibril figure, I would buy it, and I did. Recently, they have been making the ones of Lowly Jibril, and I'm not really interested in those, so I'm not getting them. But what I did get is Bunny Jibril. So yeah, big, huge, giant box. Let's go ahead and pick her up and gently put her off to the side because I don't want her getting damaged by this big, giant box. I mean, there's no way it's going to fit in frame, so I'll just do a quick little spin around. So yeah, I think just about everyone else has gotten their Jibril already, even though I did order directly from Good Smile. Shipping is strange like that sometimes. Let's go ahead and tilt the box down so that we can get it cut open and free her finally from her cardboard prisons. Yeah, so this time like I said earlier, I ordered her directly from Good Smile Company instead of ordering from Ami Ami like I normally would have. Because, well, she was kind of an exclusive between Good Smile and Ami Ami. So the price was actually basically the same, except Good Smile has flat rate shipping. Okay, this does not have my address on there. Okay, so I don't need to worry about editing. So they have some bubble packaging. And there she is. Lots of free space in this box. But anyways, we'll put this off to the side. And try to pull her out. There we go. Yeah. That's a big box. The Flugel is huge. So again, sorry about the lighting. It's winter, so it's dark, but we make do with what we can do. There's the side of her box. Very heavy, well, not actually very heavy duty, but it's cardboard. It's not paperboard. There's the back and the other side and back to the front. See her face in there. She does not have her wings attached. That is the top of her box. As you can see, it is a huge box. And upside down, but we'll deal with the little silhouette of Jibril for the bottom. But anyways, I'm getting all out of order. This is Jibril, the bunny girl version of her. She is from No Game No Life. This is a 1/4 scale figure. Jibril was released, she was manufactured by Freeing. She is part of the B-Style line. She was released on January 28th of 2020. She was supposed to come out in November. Oh well, you know how delays are. I ordered her back on March 16th of 2019, along with the Naked Shampoo Jibril, the 1/12 scale. They were supposed to come out at the same time and ship at the same time. Didn't happen. So, yeah. But anyways, for Jibril, she's not cheap. Don't get me wrong. She definitely is not cheap. I pay $245.99. Yeah, like I said, not cheap. But as I ordered her from Good Smile Company directly, they have flat rate shipping of $18 per order. So, since her and Shampoo Jibril are on one order, Shampoo Jibril has free shipping. And it was only $18 instead of, got the actual invoice label here, shipping label, 59,000 or 5,950 yen is what the shipping would have cost me. But it cost me $18. Anyways, I paid for her on the 20th of January. Had a little fiasco because my credit card was denied because they said it's suspicious because I never used that card, and all of a sudden it's got a big charge in Japan. Got that worked out, got it paid. She shipped out on the 28th, and I received her today on the 3rd of February. So yeah, again, for comparison, 1/7, 1/4. Let's get her open. So, looks to be this typical 3 seals on the box, sides and the back. And I'm having to reach quite far because it's such a huge box to get her in frame. So tilt it down. And you see she takes up lots of space and her wings are separated. Go ahead and try to pull her out. This is very awkward. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, you Flugel. There we go. So inside of the box, you got like a pink and white checkerboard pattern with gradients to just pure white. And on the back, it's got her name and bunny version 1/4 scale. So we'll put this off to the side now. Yeah, might as well not even have a turntable right now. So here is her instructions. It's all in Japanese, but I think we can figure it out. So you got her halo, you got her 2 wing pieces, and you got the main figure. Put the wings in her rear end, like on her hips. Put the halo into her head, and she'll be together. So yeah. Let's see. Maybe I can move her a little bit closer now. So there she is from the front and the side and the back and the booty and side and then back to the front. So I always see people when they do these blisters, they always have them like standing up and then the figure always falls out. Not going to be the case with this one, and it doesn't appear to be taped. So let's see if we can just pop her open. Come on, pop open. There we go. That one did not want to come loose. She is very secured into her blister packaging, that is for sure. For damn sure. And then there's one more in the center. How much noise can we make? There we go. Okay, so we'll start with her wings. They are each in their own plastic baggie, which is very easy to remove. Well, relatively. So detail-wise, you can see lots of individual little feathers. We do see a seam line right there where they... Actually, no. I was going to say where they added a piece on, but it only goes halfway through, if we can focus on it. So that may just be a sculpting thing for the one feather. There is some like grayish shading in there, so yeah, not all pure white, which is good. It does seem maybe a little rough right there, but again, well, not again, but you probably won't see it. We'll look at the other wing, and it's pretty similar. I do think this one has this piece added on, and maybe they just putty filled it or something. A little rough on the wing there, little paint bubbles or whatever. But I noticed that's fairly common in these 1/4 is just a little bit of rough paint bubble paint. And I think that's probably just because they have to put so much paint on in a short amount of time. We'll try to pull this out. There we go. So this is her halo. So this is like battle mode Jibril. It's got the black ring instead of a white one. And then it also has the purple, greenish, blue, and pink interior. And there's little runes written on there as well. If it'll focus. It's probably not going to focus. But there is runic writing on there. And there is a relatively small peg that goes into her head. So turn autofocus back on, and then we'll pull the Flugel herself out. Flugel, come on. We will not pull her out yet. We will take the plastic that's holding her in off. And now we'll pull her out and take the plastic off of her hair. A couple extra blister pieces just to make sure the hair stays in place. Put the blister off to the side. We'll take the baggies off of her little hair strands. Lots of plastic. There's one on her lower arm. Yeah, lots of little baggies. We'll set her down for the moment. Get this all out of the way. So there she is, unassembled. Now we can bring her closer and tilt the camera down. Again, sorry for the bad lighting, but we make do with what we have. So, just a first glance at her, spin her around a little bit. Looks pretty dang good. I don't notice any missing pieces. A little roughness in her hair, it looked like. Okay. Yeah, you might be able to see it back in there. It's where they attached a couple pieces on. A little bit of roughness. But there is some good shading, and it's not pure white, it is still pink. A lot of times they just make them white. There is her back shot and the peg holes for her wings. Got a nice, hard, firm bunny tail. Kind of see her shoulder blades back up in there. She's got a nice little spine line, which blends into the spine line on her bunny suit as well. So crotch shot right there. Never been happy that there's a seam going right down the crotch shot. Not the biggest fan of camel toe, but it is what it is. So there it is from the front, bottom view. And little awkwardly shaped going around her thighs, but it's okay. And she does have the fabric fishnet stockings. Just notice the copyright information is on the bottom of this one strand of hair. It's got a vacuum sealed belly button, of course. And she got some boobs on her. Honestly, I do think that they made her boobs too big on this figure, but it's something I can definitely live with. This is going to be very awkward to show you things because she is just so big. There is her face. And you can see her hair is definitely casting shadows, so maybe if we turn her a little bit, you can see all the detail in her eyes. Since she is a Flugel, she's got the cross shapes in her eyes, and they're pink with like a yellow rim. She's got her finger touching her lip. Actually, a little tiny gap at least, but it's, she's nibbling on her finger. She's got her Flugel, furry ears with a darker edge and a lighter top part of it. If we flip her upside down, you can see it's even darker on the bottom. And it does not appear that she has human ears. It's got a pink bow tie. And the boobs, they are welded together in the very center, but you can see that dark spot right there. That is a gap. Yes, a gap. You know me and my gaps. And again, on the side, you get another gap between the bottom of the boob and her chest and the bunny suit. Oh yeah, gotta love the actual natural gaps. Another one going right in under the boobs and the cleavage. So very, very good looking. She's got pink shoes on, high heels, the standard bunny foot fare. And she does have pink bunny ears and a headband. So they're glossy. It's definitely stands out. It's a different color than her regular hair, and it's smooth and glossy. Nothing special on the insides of them, just smooth glossiness. And then can't forget about the hair. So it's mainly pink on the top, and then it fades into it transitions gradients into a yellowish green down to a kind of a bluish green. And that's the same on both sides. And then on the bottom, it's just all pink. Kind of a darker pink, almost purplish. And then also, unfortunately, I kind of wish she was looking this way, but she's looking the other way. This way you can see her tattoos. So she does have the leg tattoo on her thigh. And then she also has her arm one, which does have the armband covering it a little bit, unfortunately. But you're going to primarily be displaying her like this, and the tattoos are hidden anyways. So anyways, that's enough of that. Let's get her assembled. So if we look at the wings, at the pegs of them, you can see that they are keyed. This one's more like a T-shape, and this one's just like a circle-ish thing with a notch taken out. And they line up with the holes on her booty, well, on her hips. Some people have said this is kind of strange how her hips are lower on her body. Typically when you think of angels, you think they're like coming out of the shoulder blades. This is actually a fairly tight fit, so forgive me if she goes out of frame. But yeah, like I was saying, the wings on angels usually come out of their shoulder blades up here. But I read like kind of article or whatever, and aerodynamically, it kind of makes more sense for the wings to be lower on the body. Otherwise, when she's flying, she'd basically be hanging. With them down by her waist, it's more centered on her center of gravity, and it would actually help her support herself more. So there's the wings. Definitely more impressive with the wings for sure. Takes up a lot more space too. And then we'll get the halo into that little squarish peg. So you try to figure out the best way to do this. There we go. There we go. So if you get her and you're having a little bit of difficulty, remember the halo goes under the little fringy parts of her fringe, and then these two spikes go around the ear. The peg is like right there, so the majority of it is to the back of the peg. So yeah, there is Jibril completely assembled. And for reference, this turntable is about 1 foot in diameter. So yeah, she is quite large. I've seen people post pictures. She does fit in a Detolf case, but she takes up pretty much the whole thing. So, as I was saying earlier, I do think that they made her boobs too big. Jibril, I mean, she does have big boobs, but I don't think they're quite this big. But the one thing I do like, kinda, is they actually hang from her chest. They're not like gravity defying or whatever, so they do hang down. So that's a more realistic touch, which a lot of times you don't see in anime figures. And you can, if you look at the fabric of her bunny suit, you can see it is stretching, and it is like definitely hanging down. So it is glued to her boobs. She is not cast off at all, so no nipples. But as I said, you do get the gaps all over the place, which is a very, very nice touch. Let me push her back a little bit more and kind of hang her off the back. And we'll pull up the 1/7 Jibril. just for comparisons. Damn it. They both have so much hair. There we go. So you can see, definitely 1/4 is bigger. They both have the tattoos. And yes, Jibril, she does have big boobs, but here they're definitely very, very big. So yeah, I think she turned out really good. She is a 1/4 scale bunny. She's in a very lewd pose. So if you buy her, you have to take that into consideration. Like, do you live alone? Do you live with family? Are they going to accept this? Are they going to look at you like you're a pervert? Me, I live at home by myself. Well, my mom lives with me too now, but she's okay with these. I mean, I'm old enough that I can make my own decisions. So yeah, Jibril is one of my favorite characters. I love her. I was getting her bunny. So we'll go ahead and put this back off to the side. Bring her back up. And we'll go ahead and start closing this video off. So as I've said multiple times, this is Jibril. She is from No Game No Life. She is a 1/4 scale bunny figure manufactured by Freeing. Jibril was released on January 28th of 2020. She was originally supposed to come out in November. She was supposed to be a birthday present. She's not cheap. She is quite expensive at $245.99. Don't know what that was in yen because I chose the dollar option at Good Smile. Got $18 flat rate shipping. So I saved probably a good $30, $40 by getting her from Good Smile directly instead of Ami this time. She paid for her on the 20th. She shipped out on the 28th. And she got here on the 3rd of February. So yeah. Very beautiful Flugel. And hey, if you got kind of a religious family, you can say, hey, she's an angel. Never mind that she's a god-slaying weapon and she's one of the biggest pervs and everything. In a world where everything's decided by games, she's a Flugel. And they value knowledge, and she's come into some new knowledge, and she's trying it out, dressed as a bunny girl. Anyways, enough storytelling, enough rambling. I hope you enjoyed. I'm out. Bye-bye.